Just check it out for yourself. Follow me.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well. Just going to go ahead and just kind of get this week rolling. I know it's been a long week for me. I hope it's been pretty good for everybody else. Do want to go ahead and jump straight into our beer fact. It's going to be fun because then we've got some other cool things that are coming. So did you know that the Guinness Book of World Records actually has this gentleman as the longest mustache? I'm sorry, the widest mustache. What's up, Josh? In the world at this current time. His name is Paul Slosser from Somerville, South Carolina. What's up, Barefoot? And his mustache reaches over 2 feet 1 inches long. It's kind of crazy. I hope to eventually get there. But a gentleman that's not too terribly far off is actually our special guest tonight, and he is bringing out some breaking news for us. Breaking the news here, I'm actually really excited. None other than Mr. Taxi Phil Jones coming on here to give us some information. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. I thought a fun mustache fact tonight would be fitting for a man of your caliber.
Yes, Paul's got one hell of a stash, man.
Yeah, I hope to meet him at some point because
he's a great guy. He inspects aircrafts to make sure they're flyable and stuff. It's amazing what he does. He had a big article on ABC or one of the networks did a big deal with him about the longest mustache.
Yeah, he's
a mustache.
The fun fact about that whole thing, what's up, Mike, is he's never trimmed it in 30 years.
No, sir. Not since he got out of the military.
That's insane. So I can't wait. I hope to get to meet him. I hope he comes to Nationals this year. But
he'll be at Nationals.
So
he with his job, he retired from Boeing and then he started his own company. And so with him, it's kind of hard to go to a lot of shows and stuff. And when he does go, he usually does pretty good. You know?
I would say so.
He's a great guy. He really is. He's down there he lives in Charleston, South Carolina. He's originally out from Seattle, I believe it was, when he worked for Boeing.
Well, I mean, he's got that perfect aerodynamic thing going on.
Yes, sir. That's how he did it. He stands in the wind hangar or the wind tunnel and gets that thing together.
Tells him like north by northwest. So, well, since we brought you on, and I know that you have some breaking news, I'm going to let you jump into it because it's some pretty cool things that's coming down the pike for going on for Big Whisker. So.
Well, first off, we did change this year. We're going to be family friendly, so we're going to have a kids category, so anybody can join us. But everybody come out and have some fun. So the kids will have a blast. More families can come and have a good time. But the breaking news and the big news is we're doing a raffle where all the proceeds after cost goes to the Barracks Project, to the charity that we use. And it's going to be 2 free nights at a hotel near the venue. We're going to have 2 free tickets to the venue. We're going to have a $50 gift card for the meet and greet, a $50 gift card for the Big Whisker itself, and then a VIP table. And you might end up with maybe like a bottle of wine or something in your hotel room. You never know. But it's going to be $20 a pool. We're going to do 100 tickets. That's all we're going to do. And you can do it at beardbarons.com, beardbarons@gmail.com. It's down there at the bottom. And do it via PayPal. Now, we can no longer do family and friends. And we understand that. So just do what you got to do. We know what we're going to lose. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, wow. So you get 2 nights at a hotel near the venue.
Correct.
$50 for the meet and greet, $50 for the event itself, and the VIP table.
And the tickets.
And the tickets, of course, itself to go with it.
And 2 tickets.
And if you guys have never been to Big Whisker, table's a big deal.
Yeah. So as soon as we thought the idea is what lovely Mrs. Jones goes, you put a VIP table in there. He said, you got them. Now, it's going to start May 1st. is when we're going to start this thing. And it's going to go until July 4th. We will pull on July 4th.
All right.
So hopefully we sell out in that, that length of time. Like you said, I mean, I got to brag. We got one hell of an event we put together. We probably, the raffle table is not all that great. It's only about 100 items.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Are we not counting the whiskey tubs?
Well, last year we only had 101 bottles of liquor to give away. What we did with those, we had liquor tubs. We filled them full of, the wash tubs. We filled them full of liquor. And then we did a special raffle for that. I believe it was $5 a pool for that. We have those. We have door prizes. We're going back to the whiskey barrels for the first place prize. So those are really nice. If you've never seen one of the barrels, they're really sweet. They look something like that. Da-da-da-da. I don't know how to hold it. You know me. I'm not that bright when it comes off. Big barrel, beautiful thing.
What's up, that? I honestly am glad to see those come back. The barrel heads are cool, but I think the little mini whiskey barrels are even better, personally. So,
yeah, they turned out really good. Yeah, and Andrew almost saw that accident. It was pretty close. When I shaved my beard off at Bearded Hero, I almost missed. Lost part of my stash, but we're all right.
I mean, it didn't take long for the beard to start growing back in.
Nah, I still don't know what I'm doing yet. I've just been lazy the last 2 weeks. I'll see what it looks like come the Appalachia Festival, and you don't want to miss that either. That's another great show. I mean, Chris Hall and them are doing a great job. They have a lot of things going on. The venue is sensational.
I'm excited. We will definitely be there the weekend of June 3rd, out there in Ghent, West Virginia, for the Appalachia.
Ghent.
Well, I don't know. If you ask Chris Hall, it's Ghent.
Well, Ghent. Who the hell knows?
I mean,
Ghent. Who knows how to pronounce it?
Doesn't matter what it's called. It's still a beautiful place.
Oh, yeah, they do a great job. The venue's fantastic. Everything's right there. You don't need to go anywhere. You have the rooms, the bar, the restaurant, the hotel, everything. And I think on the way home on Sunday, the lovely Mrs. Jones and me might be stopping by the Hatfield and McCoy Museum. It's about an hour and a half from there.
I've heard that's a pretty cool spot. I mean, I've been out in that area a couple times.
Yeah.
May have to tag along. Go check that out on our way.
Yeah, back. I mean, then we're going to take 52 all the way home.
No, that's not too bad.
Yeah, you come out the back road, and there might be an ice cream stop or two along the way.
I'm sure you will find an ice cream stop.
There might be one. I don't know. I had to stop today and have one without her, so don't tell her. That's top secret. And but I was a taste tester. It's just like with royalty. Somebody's got to go make sure the food's safe. So absolutely. I went there first. I made sure it was all okay before she would have to go and eat any of it.
You're a good man.
I try to be.
So with Big Whisker, it's going to be the first Saturday of October, like
October
always.
7th.
October 7th.
Yep. Doors open at 4:30. The competition starts at 6. In the past, we've started at 7. This year, we're going at 6. That way, we get the kids, going and stuff earlier. We always do that special presentation for the veterans. We have another new idea this year coming up. And we'll we have live music from 5 to 6 with James Funk, this is his 10th year playing with us.
Yeah.
He's done every single one we've had. And it's really nice. It's nice acoustical music. You can carry on conversations. It's not all loud and crazy. And then in the main bar area, we will have Guitars for Vets again this year. And they play a lot of blues in there. And we have a photographer, Mr. Todd Dupler, is back doing the photography. And if you've ever had your picture taken by Todd, you haven't had your picture taken. He does a great job.
I've only had I've only competed with Todd, so I've not actually ever seen any of his photography. So I'm rather excited for that.
Yeah, he does a great job. He does real good. It's $20 to get in. There's no pre-ticket sales. It's all at the door that day.
Okay.
And you don't. Yeah, there's no advance registration or nothing. We do it all right there and then. We have 14 categories. We have your 3 different lengths of beards: full beard, styled mustache over 6, full beard style mustache under 6. So that breaks up that one. So that makes it a lot easier for some of the guys with the not big beards. Don't have to compete against guys like you.
And I compete against monsters every time I get into that category.
That's it. So this breaks it up a little bit. Then we have the two ladies categories, of course. Then we have the kids category. It's going to go first, and it'll also be the only category that we award the prizes right away. We're going to give it that way. That way, some of the kids, if they need to get out of there, they can. They need to go to sleep or something. We have a green room upstairs on the second floor. Hell, we'll put a bunch of what are they called pack and plays up there for the little guys. They'll hang out, take a nap, or whatever they have to. But then the full bar, and it's a good time, man. Got a nice big outside area where you can go outside and enjoy. The weather should be nice. It usually is. It's not too bad in October. There's a lot of Airbnbs in the area. Lots of them.
What's up,
and like all in walking distance.
Hey, Leslie.
And this year's meet and greet has been moved to the Wooden Cask, which is about 2 blocks from the venue. I know the Patmores are excited because their Airbnbs in the parking lot just about of this place.
So that means Wayne doesn't have to travel, doesn't have to stagger hard.
Yeah, he can't walk very far to begin with.
That's true,
especially that time of night. So that way everything's right there. It's all convenient. They got it's a brewery. They also have liquor, and they also have an outside area also.
I'm definitely excited because we didn't get to come to the meet and greet last year, but we will definitely be there this year.
Yeah, we've had the House of Orange the last 2 years, and for some reason they're not in business anymore. I'm not privy to why, but things happen with every business, Yeah,
it just comes with the territory from time.
Yeah, it's all the bars they hit and miss, and they might be remodeled, opened up, so a different idea. I just know they had probably 50 to 60 TVs in this thing. I'll get one of their TVs. Just they sell me one of their big old TVs.
Along to go with that big ass hot tub of yours.
Oh well, yeah. I need an outside TV now.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
But yeah, that hot tubs. Don't ever buy one. It's the worst thing in the world to sit in that thing 3 times a day. I got to really make sure it's not any good. I go out there and check it every day. About
quality control. I totally understand where you're going.
Yeah.
So, all right, Taxi, is there anything else you want to drop on us?
I think that's about it. Just I hope get to sell them raffle tickets. It'll go out May 1st. We'll have a page made up. $20 a pool. You get 2 free nights. You get a $50 gift card for the meet and greet, a $50 gift card for the event, 2 free tickets at a VIP table. With your name on it.
Definitely be putting in for that VIP table.
Oh yeah, we get your name on there, make it look all important. And we might even bring you up on stage. Hey, look who won.
All right. Well, Taxi, I do appreciate you, sir. I know you have another show obligation tonight.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you jump.
All right. Thank you
very much, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. We'll see you later now. Bye.
See you, Taxi. All right, guys. As you heard it, he has the raffle starting on May the 1st. It's going to run through July the 4th. $20 a ticket, and you get a great prize. Especially, I'm going to call it the Big Whisker. I think we're going to call it the Big Whisker raffle. As soon as he gets that page and everything created for it, I'll go make sure to get that shared out. But it is beardbarons@gmail.com for the PayPal. Keep that in mind. But without further ado, I do want to go ahead and start bringing in our guests for the week. Guests. I am bringing in Christina and Ian Long, also known as Bougie and Big Papa Bougie. They were up there at the Whisker Roundup this past weekend, which I unfortunately did not get to attend. Me and Haley weren't able to make it. But from what I heard, it was a good time, and I've been meaning to get them on here for a little while now so we could just kind of talk about their journey. What's up, Johnny? It's another one I need to get on the show. I see one. Where's the other?
She is actually on a phone call right now, so.
Well, that's okay. I still start with Big Papa Bougie.
Oh, my God. Y'all are killing me with this. I'm telling you that right now.
So I heard about this whole fiasco over the weekend.
So what did you hear?
Well, I heard that you were getting a little flustered with the nickname Mr. Bougie. And so our very own Andrew Orton, apparently when you were going across the stage, because I guess they were calling you what? was it Big Daddy or something like that? Or
Yeah, it just kind of
Daddy
something
Boujees?
the club kind of started with me. Just started calling me Big Papa Ian. I guess being the president, and then I guess being the dad of the group. I don't know. So it just kind of stuck, and as you see, as all jokes aside, I put the Boujees on the screen. So just because y'all messing with me.
I heard Andrew Orton, our very own Andrew Orton, screamed it across as you were up there on the stage, Big Papa Bougie. And Aaron said, "Yep, that sticks."
Yep.
Because
And then it's sticking. So whatever. If everybody knows me, I play along very well with games and fun times. So, and everybody saw this past weekend that I can be a surprise too. So I'm hoping there's still no videos or pictures. I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I don't. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you were there this past weekend, I need some pictures and videos of what this surprise is.
no, it just what it was is they had a veteran category, which was awesome. You didn't have to pay for it, which I mean, a lot of people doesn't matter anyways. We're all going for charity stuff, but I did the veteran category. Michael Holvey, Caveman, was emceeing, and so I went up there, just did the veteran category because I'm a 12-year Army vet myself. So
Right.
At the end, they did the trophies at the end, and I guess it was a tie between me and Barefoot. So they had this genius idea to let's do a dance off. Let's get the two veteran broke guys to try to do a dance off. So I'm like, me and Barefoot are like, no, we ain't doing this. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. So there was like one of the metal fold up chairs right behind me. I swung it around on the little catwalk thing. I sat down and Barefoot did his little thing in front of me. And I was just going to sit there, let him win. Let's do this. And I'm like, no. So I stood up. I sat him down. I straddled him so the audience could see my back. Started dancing a little bit. And I got up. I turned around, bent over, and was shaking my ass right in front of Brains.
No, good Lord.
So,
Please, for the love of God, if somebody has this video, I'm gonna reach. I'm calling Tack. I'm calling out Holvey. Like somebody, for the love of God, have this video.
yeah,
So-
it was. I just was like a last minute. I'm like, you know what? Who cares? I mean, lucky the shirt didn't come off or what, but yeah, I don't think anybody got it because I mean, everybody said, oh, well, Barefoot's got this. Barefoot's got this. Okay, mess around. You know what they say? Excuse my language, fuck around, find out, and I'll do it.
That didn't surprise me. Everything that I've learned about you over the last couple of years, that really doesn't surprise me. I'm glad you guys had fun. Really wish I'd have made it now, especially like for the love of God, somebody find me this video. So, there she is.
Hey.
Hashtag girl gang.
Yes. How are
Yes.
you?
I'm good. We were picking on Big Papa Bougie over here a little bit, and
Yeah, he said today
the
he's just
dance
gonna
off.
he's just gonna have to embrace his new name. He's gonna have to
you're
roll
gonna
with
have
it.
to make him a shirt.
It's happening.
Oh, I know.
I
Like-
still wear the little pants though, just a little bit.
And I'm working on finding the video. So if anyone has it, because the stash disappointed me because I got his message and I didn't get my video and he had my phone.
Okay.
Look at that. Friggin' Johnny's my manager.
Forever Ian's
Well, actually, what's funny is I don't know if I probably sang it wrong, but if you know Charlie Storehand, you know who that is?
I do.
You know what he does for a side gig and everything. And he was up on stage where I was like, hey, if you need somebody, I got you. If you need somebody else to help you out, I'll do it. Mess around, whatever.
Oh my goodness. So I don't think you guys really need this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there anyway. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Well, my name is Ian. Obviously, I'm Big Papa Bougie now, so whatever. I'm the president of Central Texas Beard Mustache Club. I've been bearding since about 2018. I've been now the president. I think going on 4 years now, and I don't think I'm going anywhere because apparently a lot of people don't like that spot. So, I wouldn't be asking you to do anything else. I love this. So that's who I am.
Come on, Bougie.
Well, I'm Christina. Everyone knows me as Bougie. I got into it to support him. It was going to be his thing, but when he got into the club, I was at every meeting, I was at every comp. And then it got to be, oh, you might as well join so you can have a voice and a vote in what goes on. And we all know I like to be, just a tad opinionated, just a tad. So when I guess we took over, I've held the position as secretary for a few years, and that was too much. I don't like writing. And now I handle all of our PR and kind of handle most, along with Kat and Misty Burns. We all handle the girl gang stuff. We're trying to make it big, and I don't know. I like going out to the comps and raising this money and seeing the differences it makes in people, and all of our family reunions that we have. I love everybody. I mean, we have so much fun together.
Now, don't get you wrong. She has been known to dabble in the Whiskerina category. So
yeah, I've done it a few times. I do have a national for realistic that Crystal Davis caught me on pre-party night and talked me into, and I've done a couple local ones too. So yes, Yukon Girl Gang, totally 100%.
100%.
I like being out with everybody else, and I also like helping my girls. When my minis they say they want to compete, like I go full force and help them. But I like to spend the comps, you telling me what you need, and I'm gonna make it happen. Whether it's helping out with your raffle or taking pictures of everybody, or screaming your name because not everyone has someone in the crowd, or their spouse couldn't make it, so let me be up there and screaming your name and making you embarrassed because you're on stage. So
I feel like you keep leaning your head back towards Ian real quick and just being like,
I've already learned. If y'all ain't learned by now, I don't get embarrassed anymore. As much stuff as I've done the last 4 years or 5 years, whatever it is. I mean,
I don't think he thought the dance off was going to happen, and then he really surprised us because we just thought Barefoot had it. We thought Barefoot had that dance off. He shocked us.
I'm over here watching Johnny Rodriguez just lobby to be your manager now.
Yes.
Bizarre Enterprises.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre.
He said that you were under contract to shake that ass for Bizarre Enterprises.
Hey, again, like I said, I've been known to do some stuff, nothing weird, just do some stuff for charity and raise some money. I mean, I think it was a few years ago where me and Alex, or my old VP, a few years ago, we were used to do our own little show like this just for fun. And I enjoyed it. And somehow I got known about, you raised $1,000, then we have to be at our comp all day in a Speedo. And we're like, all right, we'll play along with this. Of course, that night there was already $1,000 sent, And so we decided to do a Dumb and Dumber orange and blue outfits for that. So
yeah, I've heard the Speedo story a few times from Beardapalooza. And I think that's actually, besides Barefoot, I think that's where the idea came from for the Speedo walk that I'm raising for the Kentucky Lyme Disease Association.
Yeah, see, I'm already being booked for MobFest, see?
Oh, look, I understand. So Andrew's going to yell at me. Let's go over to the picks real quick. I do have some pictures that we wanted to pull up and get into. This is I'm from this past weekend. Are you wearing eyeliner?
Technically, yes.
Natalie said he looked stupid.
Yeah, Natalie said my face looks stupid in it. But yeah, so Jackson, I'm not sure his last name. I just know him. He's the very background Viking. I knew he was going to come with some makeup and stuff on. I was like, hey man, do something to me or whatever. So I let him have free reign. I'm surprised. I don't know is this PG-13 or whatever, because I'm surprised there wasn't a dick on my head. So
they would say it whatever the fuck you want. It's fine.
Okay, good. I'm surprised he could have drawn a dick on my forehead and I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, you would have, because Natalie would have died laughing.
I love you to death, brother, but you kind of got that emo Viking thing going on. I keep looking for the Mike Kim, to kind of pop up, a little black hair strand to come out the side, screaming "Emo's not dead." But
yeah, I forget but everybody else. There's something that I look like. They were telling me I look like up there dressed like that, but I'm a costume on a budget guy, so
Nothing wrong with that.
and yes, I'm wearing leggings.
Hey, look, man, they're comfy.
They are.
And I'm sure they accentuated your ass for the dance off. So
Yes, and actually, I have a video on my phone from Aaron because he was right behind me. Apparently, I was turned around. He zoomed in on my ass and then brought it back out and sent it to me.
that doesn't surprise me with Aaron, actually. So.
Yeah.
And we got girl gang up here, Miss Bougie.
So I definitely want to put a big thank you out to Wicked Whiskers again, and then the photographer that did all this. He was awesome.
The pictures turned out really good from what
really good. They
Yeah.
really did. They were so nice.
And the event looked like it was good, like it was a raging success. Like
It
I got
was
a
such
text
a
from,
fun event. Like I will say once it got started, because I felt like we were there forever, but with setup and everything. But once it got started, it was just such a fun event. It was like everyone loved everyone, and it was just a fun event.
Just from the zoom in on this picture right here, I'm looking, and I like the Yingling neon in the background. It almost looks like it's like one of those promo ads.
With the child there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how they would spin that in marketing. Like
that is Miss Kimberly. That is Michael and Marie's granddaughter, who was my best friend all weekend. And I was yes, he had Crocs. I was the only judge she gave high five to and a hug when she won. And then all day Sunday, she kept telling me she was winner chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner.
She made her own on her own. Made a little kind of like a
purple little
goatee that she made and everything. So
that's awesome. I keep looking at Forrest in the background. It looks like he's just completely photobombed the entire picture.
I think he was trying. That was actually the first time I met Forrest. Great
Such a nice guy.
And honestly, that was the first time I met Andrew too. I have never met Andrew Orton yet, so.
And his whole family is super nice. I would have them in my house anytime.
They are there, and I'm lucky to have Andrew. He's He's my best friend.
They were super, super nice.
His daughter is an amazing whiskerina.
Yes.
His wife always brings a good game.
She was so funny because I was like, hey, if y'all come to Texas, we have a teen category. And Annabelle was like, no, I'm going to compete with the women. I was like, you bad bitch. You go, girl.
Well, just fun facts about her here is like she's in our circuit, between Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio. She's won at most of the comps she's been to.
Oh, I can see
competing with the adults. So she's kind of done with the whole kid category.
She did too. And that's how my girls are. They were like, okay, Mom, we're not kids, but then they don't want to go up against Natalie and Summer yet and Tish. So that's why we started doing the teen category. So that way it was those girls that put their best effort. Yeah, but yeah, Annabelle, man, she gonna be a bad Mama Jamma whiskerina.
Yep.
Or she is. I mean, she had some amazing beards.
Freaking barefoot.
So I was very sad. What are you doing, Andrew?
Are you trying to see what's in his belly button?
I feel like that.
I would say length, but there's nothing there to cover it. So
yeah, and if you didn't read his shirt, it says pretend I'm a Viking.
Pretend I'm a Viking.
That's what he told me said. He had the best costume.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's the American flag Speedo.
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you a fun story. So Barefoot has purchased my Speedo in anticipation for me having to do the Speedo walk.
Really?
And he had it with him this past weekend. And he called me Saturday morning and goes, "Are you on your way?" And I said, "I won't be there this weekend." And he goes, "Well, damn." I said, "What?" He said, "Well, I got your golden Speedo." I was like, shit. So haven't even raised any money yet for the actual Speedo walk, but I already have the Speedo at this point.
So now you're gonna have to wear it no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, I may just have to do it in October in a warmer climate.
So if you wanna know something funny, have you heard about our golden banana?
I've heard, but I don't know the story behind it.
So it was something that Crystal Davis came in on a whim the morning of our comp 3 years ago, I think.
I think it was our first.
Maybe it was our very first comp. She's like, because our comp is no
it's kid friendly, but
it's kid friendly, but they
we
come at
warn
their
them.
own risk, you know. And especially that's why we do the kids categories first. But she came up with that black plaque with the golden banana. She got, I think, Hobby Lobby or something. And anybody that's in a Speedo walks around getting money in their Speedo. Of course, all that money is going right to the charity. It's not going to anybody but the charity. Right. And whoever has the most money at the end gets the golden banana. They sign it and bring it back next year.
Okay.
So it's just something that we just kept going with.
Well, let's see what happens with the Speedo walk. We may have to make something happen at Beardapalooza. So.
Well, I know that I have to make some girl gang shorts for Barefoot because he got the girl gang Speedo last year, but Speedo material doesn't do really well unless because it doesn't hold the heat in the vinyl. So he was telling about it, and when he brought out his hot buns, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do some shorts. So I had to check out the size of shorts, and so we're gonna have some of those shorts made. I'm making those for him. So
may have to pair off with him on this one.
Yeah.
And see, do you know the whole thing behind the merman thing?
I don't because so before this, like we've had very brief instances. It's usually either been through comment thread or like when we got to finally meet each other in person.
And you matter, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, because you guys weren't in Nashville last year.
No.
So.
We finally met you and your wife at You Matter this year.
That's
and
right.
Then we spent like all of dinner talking.
Yep. Remember, because like we were having to holler at each other across the table.
Yes.
At the pizza joint. But so I don't know the story.
Yeah, so my very first comp ever was when we were the 254 Whiskerman. I don't even know why we decided to do it. I don't even really remember.
You did it for Caitlin.
I did it for Caitlin. I wish I had a picture to show y'all, but I had mermaid leggings that day. I had a shirt that said Majestic Merbeard. I had my Triton and my little crown and my full beard at the time, and that's what I dressed up as my first comp.
And you got on stage and said you did it for Mini-Me. So
yep, I did it for Caitlin, our youngest, and I tell you what, that's when I'm like, I had my ass slapped probably about 4 times that day, and I was like, what the hell did I just get myself into? So
that started
and it just kind of stuck. It just started a legging thing, and of course now when you see me most comps, especially if I'm judging or emceeing or putting a costume on, I'm wearing Crocs. Everything I go to, you're gonna see me in Crocs. And I usually try to match my Crocs to my outfit now because I have orange ones, brown ones, red ones.
You have your pastel for Easter.
Pastel ones for Easter when I did the Easter Bunny thing when me and Michael Hovey emceed. So,
okay, that's amazing. I can't do Crocs, but I get the fascination. It's like a lot of people are either Crocs or like Hey Dudes. I've seen Hey Dudes a lot.
Oh, that's my shoe.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them too.
I love my Hey Dudes.
Yeah, see, I mean, I think I have my red Crocs.
Oh, that was when me and Marie.
Yeah, that's then in Joey Vondren's the same way. Uncle Joey, that's all you'll ever see him in Crocs. You'll see him in pink ones all the time.
Yeah, I met Joey at You Matter as well. He had actually won the BWB shirt in the raffle, and so he came up to me. He had won it like a month before. And then he came up to me at You Matter and was like, "Hey, just want to let you know I love the shirt." And I was like, "Oh!" Took me about 5 minutes to realize who he was at first.
Hey, I do the same thing. Andrew, he came in and was helping unload our car, and he
didn't even know who it was.
Gives me a hug and starts talking to me, and I was real quick to be like, "I feel like I should know you." And he goes, "We talk all the time on Facebook. I'm Andrew." I was like, "Oh my God, we do talk."
Papa Bougie dressing like Mama.
Yep, that's what that was. We kind of matched each other. Even Caveman was dressed just like Marie that day too.
So you guys have traveled all over. I know you've been there for competition. You've been there to judge. Been there to MC. What's been your favorite competition so far? Besides, of course, besides your own.
Yeah, there's the golden banana.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
John
That's
Frias
a lot
won
of
that
meat.
year.
That's a lot of it. Like
That's a lot
I
of
know you're
skin.
zooming
I
in with Ian and Barefoot, but flip over here and zoom in on Aaron because Aaron just kind of looks.
Look, and see, and I wish I would have had this picture because Saturday they were setting up this comp, right? And Aaron, I'm sitting at a table right in front of Aaron, and he kept telling me that it was the strangest thing that he had ever seen because I was just sitting there watching. Well, I was watching because I saw this one doing this and this one doing this. This wasn't my comp. So I finally got to sit back and listen to this one bark orders and this one bark orders. And I was just watching. And so Aaron kept telling me, this is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. In all my travels, this is strange. I wish I would have had this picture because I'd have been like, no, Aaron, this is the strangest thing you'd ever seen in your life. Not me just sitting there minding my own business.
I've seen this picture many times. I did not notice Aaron's face.
That's the first thing my mind went to. Is as soon as I saw the picture, I look back and I just seen Aaron.
Yeah,
That's stunned.
and I think he's looking at our asses.
That's what it is. He's checking it out.
Yep, he's like, wow, that's a lot.
It's funny. We said his name too many times, and he pops in. So
yeah,
that's funny.
But that was actually Wicked Whiskers last year.
Mm-hmm.
She did her little margarita mustache and everything.
You guys cracked me up, and I remember my first instance of seeing you was last year during on a show, and I want to say it was What Up Mob Wednesday, and you were talking about Beardapalooza.
No, I know, Andrew, I know.
Yeah,
it'll never happen again.
The chops is definitely.
No.
So the story with that is that was at Nationals when it was in Scranton a few years ago.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I really want to try chops. I'm like, I think I'd look good in them, whatever. And I debated that for weeks. So I finally went in the bathroom. It's horrible.
Oh my God, he's killing
and
me.
I held the clippers. I'm like, yes, thanks. And I was like, screw it. And I freaking, and I started crying almost. I was I'm like, no. All I saw was a double chin, and I'm like, good God. And I'm like, and I think the Nationals like a month after that.
It wasn't even a month.
It wasn't even a month. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to Nationals, unfriendly chops.
And he comes out, and I was like, oh my God, you look so stupid. And I mean, I'm brutally honest. And then I was like, well, I guess you're going to Nationals like that because everything is already bought. But yeah, and I told him every day how stupid he looked.
Thank you, Aaron.
So, and then obviously, I've been a whaler for a while, and that just because I started full beard. Problem is, my mustache grows in like this; it doesn't grow in the middle, so it looks stupid anyways. And I'm just not one of them guys that's blessed with a lot of hair, and even right now I don't get a lot of hair on my sides. And I'm not going to say the comp, but a comp a few years ago, there was a lot of people in that natural category, and I got tired of it. I'm like, man, I didn't get to go on stage, and I was like, man, I'm just going to get rid of my mustache. I hate it anyways. I was always chewing on it. Shaved it off. I realized I have kind of a natural line going like this. And I'm like, there it is. So
I can honestly relate, like when it comes to not the no mustache. I don't have that problem. I have the problem with chewing on it and eating it sometimes. But I don't have the problem with like not being able to grow one in full. My problem is like when it comes to the mustache it's thick. And then it thins out at the very edges like most, and it just decides it has a mind of its own every time I go to competition. Like that's always my trouble. So, but it's okay because I'm embracing the pain that it can be.
That's it.
And going to Nationals for the first time this year.
Heck yeah,
I
would love to too. But our problem is we've kind of gotten in the habit of going to cruises every year on Thanksgiving. So that's what we're doing Thanksgiving week. We'll be on a cruise. So that money kind of has to go towards that and they're going to Florida.
I mean, Florida's not a bad place to be. Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I know cruises aren't bad either, but Daytona's going to be nice in November.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I really agree. And then plus, on a side note, how the heck do you follow up with Taxi Phil's mustache on this anyway? So
not easily. That's the blessing and the curse that I have here in my area is when I go to competition is Taxi Phil and Jim Jones. Like is it's always a challenge, especially if I got Jim, because like Taxi usually just stays in the mustache category when he competes, but Jim is always full beard style stash, and he's always competition. So is Wayne Patmore.
Yeah,
those are the two that I go back and forth. Beardapalooza 4 on a cruise ship.
I mean, but no, you didn't answer. What's your favorite comp?
Yeah, I honestly, that's hard to say. I don't know if I have a favorite.
Oh, I do. And no,
no hesitation.
No offense to anyone else. You know, I love going to everyone's comp.
I know what you're fixing to say. I think I can agree with that.
I mean, I love going out, and people are gonna be shocked. I love going out to Mob Fest.
Yeah,
because it is. We go out there, and it is. We go out there, and we've been out there 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
3 years now. And even this year, not being at Boo's house, it is literally like you're going for a family reunion. I mean, there's cornhole, there's lawn chairs, you can literally walk from these people to these people, and it just is so welcoming. And even this year, it was a whole new crowd of people. It wasn't everyone that I've seen the past 2 years. I met a lot of new people. I mean, yes, I've taken my margarita machine, and there's lots of videos that I do stupid. Shut up. And that's why I didn't say you matter. No, I'm just playing. But that's just, I mean, it is. It's one of those comps that you can come out that morning in your pajamas and chill, and it's just an altogether good time.
I mean, I can relate to that. I mean, I don't have a favorite still, but that's, if anybody hasn't gone to Mob Fest, they treat everybody like family, not like anybody else doesn't, but it's always a good time there. Because honestly, they can almost not put a comp on and you still have a good time.
Yeah, it could literally just be a weekend in Louisiana.
I have not made it to Mob Fest yet. We were originally going to try to make it down this year, and plans just kind of fell through. We will be at Mob Fest 7. We've already planned for that. My favorite so far, I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's just because the charity is near and dear to my heart, was You Matter. Especially this year, that's been my favorite so far. I just enjoy what the cause is for, and I love the member.
Oh, shut up, Michael.
Michael Webb, it was good seeing you, Michael.
Not to mention, I love Texas. Like,
well, who wouldn't?
I was telling Ian this the other day. Like, there's been a few times that me and Haley have almost moved to Texas.
That's what she was saying that night. We talked to y'all in You Matter.
Yeah, like Texas has always been a second home to me. So any chance we get to go to Texas, I'm gonna take it. So, but no, I mean, honestly, you guys have done wonderful work. You've been all over the place, and you guys continue to push forward. And in Texas being such a huge state, and there's a lot of different clubs down there, you guys always seem to pull out and do big things. And I know that you've got some new things coming up. I'm loving that picture. That is a permanent mainstay now on this show.
It needs like thought bubbles around it. Like
and everybody has to put in what
bubbles.
They think he's thinking.
Yes, we have a new game for the show now. What was Aaron?
I mean, just saying. Yeah, we appreciate hearing that, honestly, because I mean, it's been when we first got in. I mean, some things happened. Things were a little rough with the club then, and that's when, I mean, I honestly stood up and said, nope, this is not how it's going to be. I don't like this, and that's when we rebranded, reformed, redid everything, and it's been a blessing ever since. And not everybody's going to like us, whatever, we don't care, but we're all in it for the end result. So what's the difference anyways, and my favorite thing, I love putting on our comp. That is like my favorite thing to do now. Just the people, talking how good it is. And we like to go all out on it. I mean, even Christina herself likes to go extra, as everybody says, on the bags, the judges, and everything. So we do have something else up our sleeve. I don't want to give too much out because it's kind of still in the works, but it's going to happen no matter what. Yeah, that's what it says too. Is let's just say we're getting our barbers and cosmetologists and everything involved in our comp.
Okay.
So
Ooh, look at those eyebrows raised.
we're looking because we really realized something that obviously not a lot of people get their beards trimmed or anything, but you got to get your hair cut. Some people do cut their own hairs, but they're part of the community no matter how you look at it.
Oh, absolutely.
And most of them are small shops, and they're probably struggling just like everybody else. So a few people came up with kind of a way to bring them involved, which I'm hoping turns into something big, and we will see. So I can't give too much away because we're working out details right now, but it will happen.
So is this the golden nugget you were talking about dropping on the show?
Mm-mm.
You told me last week you were going to drop
golden nugget.
You said you were going to drop a couple surprises on us for the.
Well, that's that is one of the things.
What are the other things?
I don't know. What else?
He's not drinking, so he probably won't be dropping anything.
Yeah.
You got to get. Ian is the worst to tell secrets to, especially if he's drinking, because then he just starts telling everybody everything.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I was going to compete when we were still 254 Whiskerman. And I was like, I want to come out at our comp and it be a surprise. Oh no, he got drunk and told everybody.
Yeah, I
was like,
when I drink,
really?
I tend to talk a lot. So
that's how he gets into Speedos. It's not his choice.
Here you go. Chicken bread got you.
No.
I'll tell you right. If it is, it ain't mine because I have a vasectomy done. So
that's why we married. Is because I didn't want any more and he can't have any more. So makes for a wonderful marriage.
And then now I really like going back to the whole going all over. I would like to travel more. I mean, I even was talking to Aaron this week. I would have loved to try to get out to Reno. I want to get to the West Coast. Want to get to the East Coast. We're working on it, but as everybody knows, sometimes it just doesn't work. So,
I've been
on
very
that sense, we would definitely, if anybody would love us to send a raffle item from the club, and we'll definitely do that. We love doing that too because we want to get our name out there more.
Yeah, hands down. I got the Bearding Without Borders comp coming up in May. If you guys want to do one, baby bougie.
Could you imagine a baby bougie?
Do you see how big his head is? No. No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the last two notches, I think, on this hat.
And then, I couldn't have margaritas, so we definitely no.
One margarita a day, maybe. But
no, there is no babies in this house.
We're trying to get them out of the house, but some of the times they keep coming back. So,
sorry.
That kid would be tall,
but taller than her by the third grade.
I gotta love Clink. No matter what,
Yeah,
I gotta love Clink.
I love chicken bread.
He's got one of the best hugs though.
You know what? I've got some. I got some stuff that I brought back from Texas, from Clink, from out there on the ranch, and still working my way through some of them blueberries.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet.
So I had him on the show and was eating a bowl of those blueberries, and I got a little saucy before the end of the show that time, and I barely touched them since. I'm like, I need to be careful with these. But he is honestly he's one of my favorite people. In this community. I've had nothing but good times every time I've had a conversation with Shannon and Tish, and I can't wait to go back down there and get to spend some more time with you guys.
Heck yeah. We love it. We love them too. Of course I'm partial to Clink because of being a whaler and everything, and I'll never forget a December a few years ago. I was like, all right, I'm doing damn freestyle. I'm doing something different. I'm getting away from Clink. He, no matter what, you walk in, you're like, oh, well, no way, I'm done now. And it just so happens that we'd never talked before this. As I did a little freestyle then, it just so happens he did a freestyle. We were the only two in the freestyle at that comp. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
So how'd you do?
Second.
You don't have to ask. You shouldn't have to ask.
No, I
But
just
I'll
wanted to
tell
see
you,
your
the
face.
biggest thing I'd love though about that is, so I'm kind of I don't freestyle much because I don't have a huge beard, obviously, but I like to think outside the box. Like that's why I love John Friedis' freestyles. Is that December is my kids loved it too. I took an elf on the shelf, I cut its head off, I cut its arms off, I put the head on my nose with some, however, like the whiskerina, stick it on her nose, and I took the arms and made a mustache out of it, and I kind of just twisted my sides and colored my beard for Christmassy, and that's what I went as. So it
I
literally
dig
looked
it.
like the whole rest of the elf on the shelf was in my mouth.
I
And
dig
then
it.
he did a Christmas tree and had little ornaments hanging from his.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did. So just got to come in there and just show everybody up.
Yeah. You know, I just do it for fun. I mean, I've done it a couple times just for fun, burn up some, some of them categories that weren't a lot of people in, it ain't no big deal.
I have debated on doing a freestyle a few times. I have one I want to do for Halloween, but figuring out how to get my beard to shape the way I want it to is always the challenge. Is going to be the challenge. So.
I tell you, it will pull a whole nother respect for the freestyle guys when you try to do it, because you're like, man, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? 3 hours into it or something, So, of course, ever since I started, there's a whole new respect for them. Period.
Absolutely.
Just like the Whiskerinas. I mean, I'll never say anything bad about them, of course, because I have a whole lot of respect for them as well.
Oh, hands down, the Whiskerinas, hardest working people in this community, 100%, and it's by far my favorite category to watch.
One of mine too. And I tell you, it's always interesting when you're talking to. God dang it.
He's definitely my new BFF.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Man, he is on it tonight.
He is
100%. I kept waiting for Aaron's picture to pop up on the other side now.
Yeah, on my backside. Then now put that in front of it.
Oh, but if you do that, you're gonna have all these people talking about how jealous they are that they're not riding in. I mean, because he's got more dudes. Yeah, don't even. They all get jealous when we post pictures and spending time with where was it when you and Holby posted a picture and Rim Job Rod or like get off in
down to Conroe.
I can't keep up. I cannot keep up.
I think I'm in agreement. So this needs to be stickers.
Yeah, here we go. Already.
Yep.
But what I was saying was that when you talk about the club to people and you bring up the whole, there's women in it and kids, they're like, huh? Yeah, there you go. Gosh dang it.
Oh, Andrew's having way too much fun tonight.
I'm glad we could help.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Hey, I love making people laugh. I always have.
I'm just gonna bring you guys on at the sometime randomly during each show and just
hey, all you gotta do is say something.
Well, he's gonna start doing his lives sooner or later
because I want to start doing lives again for the club, just to kind of, because I like doing this now and tell the club, hey, this is what to expect at Beardapalooza and where we're at, what the club's up to, and
so it makes it better, Andrew.
But like this year, we're actually doing the. God dang it!
I can't take it serious.
We are actually doing the craft whisker battle this year for us. We're doing it at the pre-party though, and Girl Gang and Savage Glam are actually handling that as far as sponsoring it, kind of a thing. Of course, I can never give more thanks than I say it a lot about Honest Amish and Aaron helping us out too. So
absolutely,
they're the title sponsor. And having gifts for everybody and everything. So honestly, if anybody else wants to send us raffle items or help sponsor anything, I mean, we're still
or
open.
If you just like to send me things, I like presents. Just saying.
And as y'all saw, that we have those Girl Gang shirts. We have 98 of them to sell.
That's my goal.
And Christina's taking some of that money and giving it to charity when all those sell.
If I sell the full 98 of what I have, we'll be able to give Pink Warrior Angels $1,000 from Girl Gang.
Okay.
So that I have from now. I mean, I have a while, and we're gonna do. I think after this, because I'm gonna do a shirt order tomorrow. So hopefully, I can give those to the people that will see out at Revenge with Beards.
which will be up there.
And then after that, I think I'm going to have Kat help me out and do a tank top mock up and do some tank tops. And then, of course, hoodie season will be coming up. So hopefully I can get as close to that $1,000 that I can get, because I think that would be amazing.
I think Kyle Waller wants a pink tank top.
Oh, I mean, I could totally help you out with that. I'll message you afterwards. Because these are all made to order. So I just have the print, and I actually spend my weekend making them. So I can do any color, just about any top. I just have to know. So,
and I think all the colors for the shirts are on Savage Glam's thing. It's on the clubs thing. Yeah. So t-shirt, not tank top.
I know. I was giving him grief because I thought.
Yeah. So I mean, help us out and let's get all those sold so we can help give back more, because our big goal this year is $10,000. That's our goal. So we want to meet that this year. You know, this is Beardapalooza 4, and honestly, it's kind of called Pinkapalooza, is what we're kind of calling it. So it's for the Pink Warrior Angels they're our local out of Coppers Cove. They help out any cancers out there. If you have any type of cancer, you get a hold of them. If you're struggling, they will help you out. And that's what all our money's going to this year. We just kind of did the pink part for breast cancer because it's October. But any kind of cancer is what this is focused towards.
Bougie, make sure I get the link for this, and I will I'll get it added to the page. We'll add it to our cleanup each week as well.
Oh, definitely. So,
new shirt, Peekaboo Bougie.
So I really do appreciate it, guys. What's the date for Beardapalooza?
October 14th.
October 14th, and where?
Yes, at the Pit Stop in Nolanville, Texas. We will have a host hotel that'll do a little discount. We're going to get that set up still yet. I mean, we're actually ahead of schedule than we are every year right now. So, I mean, vendors are coming in. We got food trucks coming in. Like I said, we'll definitely welcome any raffle item whatsoever. Because I tell you, any raffle item, you've been to these comps, any raffle item will go. Because the very first year that I helped do,
I don't think anybody will beat Whisker Roundups. They had, I swear,
almost 90 items. I think they had it this past weekend.
They had a lot of raffle items, which was great.
I mean, we had sink faucets at our comp one year for raffle item.
Sink faucets.
Yeah, yes. Because I went to McCoy's here, is kind of like a Home Depot or Lowe's, but smaller. And I went to them and say, hey, you guys want to do a raffle item with us? Blah, 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 blah. And it was 2 years in a row. They literally gave me a bucket with saw blades, caulk, rope, a ruler, and everything else. And I was like, hell yeah. I mean, somebody will want this. Some of them, one year had like 4 kitchen sinks in it. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do? Faucets. I was like, what the hell am I going to do with this? And that was half full.
Yeah. People were fighting over them faucets.
We also do a 50-50. And our 50-50 has worked is that half of it goes to the winner and half of it goes to the pit stop, which they always give it to their bartenders and barbacks that night.
Okay.
So
I'm definitely down for this. I'm actually really excited because if everything works out, we are planning to make the Beardapalooza.
And we may even have a live band afterwards.
Okay.
One of our own bearded friends his band may be performing afterwards. We're still working that out. So
So if you like heavy metal, kind of like that way, that's what's going to be playing afterward.
Definitely up my alley then.
Yes. So
all right, guys.
We have food trucks and vendors. Live
auction items we're going to have to.
I will definitely have to put something together from Bearding Without Borders for the raffle table.
We definitely would appreciate it.
Hey, anything I can do to help you guys.
Heck yeah.
Anything else you guys want to add before we start wrapping up? We're getting into the 1 hour mark here. So
I honestly don't think. I think that's pretty much like just the gist of everything now. I mean, we're pretty good at keeping everybody updated on stuff when it happens. So, like I said, that the whole barber thing, you guys will get more information about that later on. When we
definitely excited to see what happens with that, because that's a cool thing. I know they do it at nationals, and I've seen it done at a few other comps. Like, it's always a really cool thing to have like barbers on site, especially ones that can focus in on beards and stuff like that as well for those last minute trim ups. It's
Which we're taking it a step farther.
Yeah, you're not even close to where
Yeah,
we're
you're
at.
not even close.
well, then I can't wait to hear some more details about this.
Yeah, we're
honestly only a couple people know what we're doing because I a lot of times we put out ideas out there to my close beardos and see what they think. Because if they're like, "That's stupid, Ian. What the hell are you doing?" And all right, yeah. So this one I think is a pretty good one, and we're hoping it kind of pushes out more to everybody.
I'm excited to see it. Then I can't wait to get some more details about that.
Hey, will you send me this image because it needs to be a sticker? I need big baby Boujees.
God damn it!
I did not do this. This is
look. He's like, it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it.
I hope he's cracking up over all this too.
oh, he is dying in the background.
I hope he pees himself.
So, well, we're going to go ahead and kick you to the background. Go ahead and if you guys want, you can stick around for a little bit and we'll talk after. And you can, I want to hear you berate Andrew now.
Hey, much love to y'all.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely going to have you guys back on before it's over with. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Bougie. I'm sorry, Big Papa Bougie. And of course, thank you to Taxi Phil for coming on and breaking that news with us earlier. So we're going to go ahead and jump into cleanup, guys. Thank you for all that stuck with us and tuned in tonight. Got some cool things coming up soon. I can't wait to share those with you. Boston Scully, of course, like always. And the code for Boston Scully is Bearded Rook for 15% off. Go on there and check it out. They just released some derby hats last week that were actually really cool. They've definitely got some new stuff coming this summer that's going to be worth your while. Moving on into the others, of course, big shout out to Vintage Grooming with Death Grip, all natural mustache wax. Just recently gotten involved with those guys, with Levi and the rest of them. Been using their product a little bit, mainly their balm. Their Night Owl Beard Balm is one of my favorites. Thank you, Chicken Wing. I appreciate that. If you guys get a chance, go check out Vintage Grooming. Definitely some great stuff. Going into our full-on cleanup, don't forget we have the Bearding Without Borders $5,000 Speedo Walk, which looks like it would probably be more or less done at Beardapalooza if we can get it there. Benefits are going to go to the Kentucky Lyme Disease Association, PayPal, or the Venmo beardingwithoutborders@gmail.com. But we'll get more into that here in just a few minutes when we get into the comp cleanup. Going into this weekend, if you are looking for a competition to attend to, check out thebeardcalendar.com. But this weekend, if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, is the Mid-Atlantic Beard and Mustache Championship presented by Honest Amish to benefit the Old Dominion firefighters. I unfortunately will not make the trip, but it's definitely going to be a great time. RVA always puts on a great competition, and they never disappoint. And they always raise good money for the cause. Going into the next weekend, you have Beardo de Mayo, and I know there's a few other competitions going on as well that weekend. I want to say Beards for Beds is going on in North Carolina as well. But Beardo de Mayo with Beard of Villains, Ohio, going on, and I can't remember the name of the town to save my life, but it's a little above Columbus, Ohio. They're doing auctions for charity as well with theirs, and it's always a good time. Bearded Jake and them always put on a good competition. Great bunch of people. If you guys get a chance to go check them out, definitely do. Going past that, you have the Bearding Without Borders competition, the first one, going on May 20th in Harrodsburg, Kentucky at the Rockhaven Bourbon Bar, presented by Honest Amish. And I am very grateful to Aaron and Natalie for willing to help us out with this, and the Honest Amish crew for helping put in what we need to make this competition a success. That money will get raised and will go towards the Speedo Walk, which will then in turn, of course, go to the Kentucky Lyme Disease Association. Everyone should definitely come out to Harrodsburg, May the 20th. It's going to be a great time. Got a great lineup. We've already released 2 judges, Mr. Andrew Orton, of course, and Mr. Chris Wilson will be judges. And I got one more judge to announce probably in a couple more weeks. I don't know. We may have to go ahead and drop that out here soon. We'll just see what happens. While we're there at the competition, if we hit that 5K raised, we are going to also do the one chip challenge on stage. That'll be at the end of the competition. If we raise the money, we'll have people out there to count and help us get us there and make sure that we can get it the rest of the way. So hopefully we can get some other people that want to get involved, but that is the plan going into the competition. Is if we hit the money, we're going to do the one chip challenge as well. Moving forward, Talking Beards, the club is putting on their competition, Volume 3, the following weekend after hours. That one's an online competition and should be a good time. FHL comp, which is a really cool thing. And that is going with, I can never pronounce Josh's last name, but he is a member of Derby City Whisker Club, who is also dear friends of ours, and they are with the Kentucky Whisker Society. So anything we can do to help Josh with paying some of his medical bills from his medical issues that he has going on, anything we can do to help him is going to be great. So if you guys get a chance, please go and compete in the Talking Beards, the club competition. There are also going to be some pretty cool raffle items going on for this one that they are going to get ready to release a little bit closer to date. You don't even have to change out of your pajamas. You can do it straight from your couch. So hopefully you guys can tune in and get in there and compete and have some fun. Following that, going on the weekend of June the 3rd, is Beard Mob West Virginia and the Bearded Centers Pennsylvania are presenting the Appalachian Beard Fest Part 2, sponsored by Mad Viking Beard Company. Good weekend. They have so much stuff to do in Gent. I'm going to go with Gent. I'm not going to get that mixed up anymore. That competition is a destination comp. The Skyline Lodge there, which is where we're going to be, the host hotel and the venue has great views. And honestly, from what I heard last year, was a lot of fun, and there's a lot of stuff to do in the area. So if you guys get a chance, come out there and join us in West Virginia. That is an FHL comp as well, and rather excited to see how that plays out. So I'm really excited about this one. So going past that into the following weekend is Bluegrass Beard On in Richmond, Kentucky, put on by the Beard and Loathing Group. They do a great job every year with their comp. It's a smaller comp, but it's always a whole lot of fun. If you guys have not made it out to that area, please do. Richmond, Kentucky is, luckily I'll be there because it's only about 20 minutes from my house. But it's always a good time, and we always have a great crowd that shows up. June the 10th, I will get you dates. I will get you times as it becomes more available. Usually it's a afternoon, evening comp, and it's a good spot to be in. It's usually, they got this little bar that they work with down there. It's a great back area that you can all hang out and have some fun. There will be, apparently, there's another comp, as Kyle just mentioned, going on June 24th in Madison, Indiana. If you guys are out on the West Coast, there is, I think it's Beard's Best of the West going out in Reno on June the 24th as well, in Reno, Nevada. So if you guys get a chance, check that out as well, just to kind of wrap that one out. Moving into July, you have the Hoosier Beard Alliance doing the Charity Bowling Bash. They are still looking for sponsors and for teams. So if you guys have not had a chance to get on this, I would recommend it. July the 15th in Jasper, Indiana. Should be a great time. I will definitely be up there to help support our bearded brethren and sisters up there during this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it. Not a beard competition, but fun all the same, and a good chance to just kind of get out and hang out without any major pressure. Excuse me. Going past that, guys, we have Bearded Theater going on with Beard Mob Indiana, going up in Columbus, Indiana at the Crump Theater. It's the old historic theater in the area. The venue is beautiful. If you guys have not had a chance to go look up the theater, I would recommend it. This will be the first event of its kind to be held in this theater, and they're going to blow it out of the water. They've been doing a lot of cleaning up and helping out there to get it, not only just to get it ready for the competition, but also to do some good work in their community. And actually drove by this area a couple weekends ago when we dropped Ron off from on our way back from Syracuse, and it's a beautiful location, right in the heart of downtown Columbus. Plenty of action around there. There's good restaurants, good bars, so there is something to do before and after the competition, but the location itself is going to be great. They've got some cool things that they've got planned for this. So if you guys get a chance, August the 12th in Columbus, Indiana, it's going to be a blast. Moving past that, we have the Music City Moonshine Classic going on in Nashville, Tennessee, September the 9th. We went last year, had so much fun, and it's going to be just as great this year as it was last year. Probably a little bit better. They've got a bigger location. They got some cool things lined up. Like we mentioned earlier, Beard Mob Tennessee is also putting on a raffle. The tickets actually just changed their price down to $25 a ticket. And they are going to be so much stuff with it. Well, if you get a chance, check out the video. I'll have to pull it back up and reshare it back out. Definitely mark your calendar for Harry Holiday 2, first Saturday in December. Don't know if we'll make it down for that one, but it's definitely one to add to it. Of course, Big Baby Bougie, got to have him in here now. He's going to be a mainstay. Sorry, Ian, it's ours. Definitely can't wait for stickers for that one. So going into that, of course, as we talked about with Big Papa Bougie and Miss Bougie tonight, Beardapalooza will be going on October the 14th in Nolanville, Texas. They have got some cool stuff planned. I'm rather excited to hear more details as it becomes available. The weekend before that will be Big Whisker Revival going on in Cincinnati, Ohio. Always a great time. If you've never been to Big Whisker, I definitely recommend putting it on your calendar. And then, of course, Monsters Ball will also be the weekend of October the 14th. And we're going to get all these added to our cleanup calendar as we can. And going on in Baltimore, Maryland. So if you're in that Baltimore or anywhere in that vicinity, it'd be another good option if you can't make it down to Texas. And then Nationals in Daytona the first weekend in November. So just to kind of that's going to be the cleanup. We're going to get more stuff added in here so we can make sure. And Kyle, if you want, send me the flyer for the June 24th in Madison, Indiana. We'll get that one added. Partner with Scott and Aaron and make that a shirt. Yes. 100%. So, all right, guys, that's going to be the show tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sticking it out. I have a lot of love for you guys. And once again, Roll Tide for my Adam Smalley fans. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week and talk to you soon. Remember, always leave a legacy. Good night.